Make America great again, greater than ever before.
It was like a war cry to rally his supporters around the presidential campaign. Over time, it became a cult of MAGA. They swooned at his every word and danced to his tunes. Donald Trump promised them peace and prosperity, and they voted him back to the Oval Office for a second term. But not anymore. With the President of the United States of America mulling over options to get involved in the West Asia war between Israel and Iran, things are shifting.
When they're outside, they're very noisy. They snap.
Most ardent supporter of the U.S. President Donald Trump, Steve Bannon, in an interaction to reporters on Tuesday, indicated that it would be a mistake for America to get involved in direct military action against Iran.
President Trump, in going through his alternatives, when he selects an alternative, if that alternative, he decides that these guys are not negotiating in good faith, I can't get there in a deal, the economic warfare will take too long, maybe there is a window now because the Israelis have been in there, and they cannot, let's be blunt, they cannot finish what they started, and we have to come in as the cavalry against the besieged homesteaders. That has to be a decision the American people are back on. We can't do this again. We'll tear the country apart. We can't have another Iraq.
No Israel war on Iran! No Israel war on Iran!
There are anti-war demonstrations on the streets of the American capital.
My position is just peace. I don't know what they're doing. Like, all the governments are doing the worst they can do. All of them.
Protesters gathered in Los Angeles against potential U.S. involvement in the conflict between Israel and Iran.
I'm out here today to protest with my community, to stand up to Trump's threat of war against Iran, to unite our community around the struggle that we have been facing here with the mass deportations, the ICE raids that have been devastating our community, and now Trump wants to wage another war abroad to, enact a U.S. Israeli war against Iran, while the majority of Americans here, we know, are opposed to war, are opposed to any U.S. involvement with war in the Middle East.
Zionist entity has put the people of Iran.
Americans from coast to coast expressed unease and frustration over growing signs that the United States could be pulled deeper into the conflict between Israel and Iran.
We will liberate the Middle East.
My initial reaction was, number one, Israel took a huge step on its own to attack Iran, which is such an unpredictable regime. And so I just think it's two unpredictable regimes fighting in the Middle East. And it's their war. It's not our war. And I hope it doesn't become our war.
I feel like he's already kind of made up his mind. He's just trying to placate people, I think, because it's a very unpopular sort of situation that he's getting into.
How many people live in Iran, by the way? I don't know the population.
Influential MAGA voice and conservative podcast host Tucker Carlson engaged in an on-air argument with Texas Senator Ted Cruz.
Okay. Yeah, how could you not know that?
In a moment signifying the divisions among Republicans over whether President Trump should involve the U.S. in the conflict between Israel and Iran, Carlson accused the hawkish conservator lawmaker of being ignorant about the country, whose leaders he would like to see overthrown.
Well, predominantly Shia. Okay, this is cute. Okay. You don't know anything about Iran. They are Persians and predominantly Shia. Okay, this is cute. It's not even, you don't know anything about Iran. So okay, I am not the Tucker Carlson expert on Iran. You're a senator who's calling for the overthrow of the government. You're the one who claims, don't know anything about the country. No, you don't know anything about the country. You're the one who claims they're not trying to murder Donald Trump. You're the one who can't figure out if it was a good idea to kill General Soleimani, and you said it was bad.
They're trying to murder Trump.
Yes, I do.
Because you're not calling for military strikes against them in retaliation. And if you really believe that,
we're carrying out military strikes today.
You said Israel was.
Right, with our help. I said we. Israel is leading them, but we're supporting them.
To be whole for the American people.
The anti-interventionist part of the Republican Party and most coalition partners of MAGA are watching with alarm as President Trump moves swiftly from seeking a peaceful diplomatic settlement with Iran to possibly having the United States support Israel's military campaign, including the use of a 30,000-pound bunker buster bomb. Bureau Report, India Today.
Thanks. Doing a great job, Ted. Thank you very much.